In every culture worldwide, meals serve as much more than mere sustenance. They are rituals steeped in tradition, symbolism, and meaning. Meals are a gateway to understanding deeper layers of culture. Layers encompass history, spirituality, and the very philosophies that shape societies. The way we prepare food, the ingredients we use, how we serve it, and even how we eat it, can reveal intricate details about who we are as a community. From the anthropology of food that digs into the social structures and roles within a society, to the sociology that delves into how food defines class, gender, and social status, meals offer a rich field of study that extends far beyond the culinary arts. Even religious studies have found a treasure trove of symbolism and spiritual significance in the ways meals have partaken across different faiths. The exploration of meals as spiritual and cultural experiences is an odyssey that takes us across the globe, into the kitchens of everyday people, through the grand feasts of festivals, and onto the dining tables where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. This journey isn't just an academic exercise, it's a pilgrimage that invites us to question, appreciate, and perhaps even transform our own relationship with food. America, the land of endless possibilities, is equally a land of endless culinary choices. However, if one food item symbolizes the American ethos, it would be the sandwich, particularly the fast food version. This humble dish, often consumed in a rush, embodies the quintessentially American values of convenience, speed, and efficiency. But why does the sandwich hold such an emblematic position? The history of fast food in America is a fascinating tale that mirrors the rise of the nation's industrial era and the values that came with it. The assembly line production system that revolutionized American industries found a parallel in how fast food was produced. The same efficiency and standardization that Henry Ford brought to car manufacturing was applied to making a sandwich, turning it into a quick, portable, and affordable meal for the masses. This industrial approach to food production changed how Americans ate and lived, reflecting broader societal trends such as individualism, capitalism, and even the erosion of the traditional family meal. Moreover, the fast food sandwich represents an American cultural paradox, the desire for individual choice within standardized options. Walk into any fast food chain, and you'll be bombarded with a variety of choices. Yet, these choices exist within a predefined framework, reflecting America's complex relationship with freedom and conformity. In many ways, the fast food sandwich is a microcosm of American society, encapsulating complexities that extend far beyond its simple ingredients. It's not just a meal, it's a symbol of a lifestyle, a philosophy, and, to some extent, an ideology. In contrast to American mealtime's individualistic and fast-paced nature, Brazilian culture offers a colorful tapestry of communal dining experiences. The Brazilian lunch, often the most important meal of the day, serves as a testament to the country's rich cultural heritage and its people's love for community. The traditional Brazilian lunch is a feast that features a variety of flavors and textures, reflecting Brazil's multicultural roots. Native Brazilian, African, and Portuguese influences meld together in a symphony of tastes, including rice, beans, and red meat as staple ingredients. Family, friends often accompany this hearty meal, and sometimes even neighbors, emphasizing the importance of community and collective well-being over individual pursuits. In Brazil, the act of sharing a meal is imbued with a sense of spirituality and unity. It's a time when people put aside their differences and gather to appreciate the joys that life and food bring. The experience is almost ritualistic, complete with its own set of traditions and etiquettes, such as saying grace before the meal to express gratitude for the food and the hands that prepared it. While the lunch itself is a grand affair, it's not just about the food, it's about the experience of coming together, celebrating diversity, and fostering unity. The Brazilian feast symbolizes a larger ethos, a philosophy that values collective happiness and social harmony over individual gains. This communal approach to dining challenges the conventional Western narrative that places individual choice and convenience above shared experiences. It's a philosophy that has much to teach the world about the importance of community, especially in times when societal divisions seem to be on the rise. In Europe, the act of eating is often considered an art form, a graceful ballet orchestrated with the help of two crucial instruments, the fork and the knife. Unlike the American approach, which frequently involves switching utensils between hands, Europeans have a distinct style of dining that involves using the knife in the dominant hand and the fork in the other, without any switching. But why does this matter? This approach to dining is rooted in medieval European table manners, which were designed to minimize mess and maximize efficiency. The knife and fork were considered extensions of one's hands, and their usage reflected a person's upbringing, social status, and even philosophical outlook. The refusal to switch hands while dining is not a mere quirk but a reflection of a culture that values balance, consistency, and propriety. The knife and fork serve as powerful cultural symbols, embodying European principles of moderation, discipline, and balance. Unlike the fast food culture in America, where meals are often consumed in haste, the European dining experience is unhurried, allowing time for conversation, contemplation, and appreciation of the food. The meal is not just a biological necessity but a social and, often, spiritual event. This European approach to dining raises intriguing questions about the interplay between culture and individual behavior. Why do we adopt certain practices and consider them normal or acceptable? How do these practices reflect broader societal norms and values? The tale of two utensils serves as a window into the European psyche, revealing a culture that values tradition but is also open to interpretation and individual expression. It's a lesson in how something as simple as the way we eat can be imbued with layers of meaning and historical context. In India, the dining table is not just a piece of furniture, it's a sacred space where individuals come together to partake in a communal experience that transcends the act of eating. Whether it's a family gathering or an office lunch, the Indian mealtime is characterized by sharing food, stories, and often, spiritual insights. Lunchtime in India is a communal affair where the act of sharing is deeply ingrained in the culture. A typical Indian meal consists of a variety of dishes served in the middle of the table, and everyone partakes from these communal bowls. The sharing extends beyond the family, as it's common to see co-workers exchange portions of their home-cooked meals with one another, creating a smorgasbord of flavors and cuisines. This practice of sharing is not just a social custom but a spiritual one, deeply rooted in Hindu philosophy, which views food as a divine gift from the gods. Sharing food is seen as an act of grace, a way to forge connections not just between individuals but between the soul and the divine. A common Hindu blessing before meals is Annadata Sukhi Bhava, which means, may the provider of this food be happy. This reflects the notion that providing for others is a sacred act that brings happiness and spiritual fulfillment. The contrast between the individualistic American lunch, the family-centric Brazilian feast, and the communal spirituality of Indian meals offers a rich tapestry of cultural perspectives. Each dining experience serves as a lens through which we can view broader social norms, religious beliefs, and even national identities. In Japan, the dining experience is a masterclass in mindfulness. Unlike the hurried meals of the Western world, where the focus is often on finishing the food as quickly as possible, a Japanese meal is a slow, deliberate process meant to engage all the senses. From the intricately arranged dishes to the meticulous manner of eating, every aspect is designed to bring about a state of Zen mindfulness. The art of Japanese dining begins with the presentation. Meals are often served in small, separate bowls and plates, each elegantly arranged to highlight the natural colors and textures of the ingredients. Even the tableware is chosen with care, often matching the season or the theme of the meal. The act of eating is equally measured. Chopsticks are used to pick up small portions, encouraging slow eating and allowing time for the flavors to be fully savored. There is a cultural taboo against speaking with a full mouth, which means that conversations during meals are often paused, allowing for moments of silent reflection. The concept of hara hachibu, which means eating until you are 80% full, is another unique aspect of Japanese dining culture. This practice is not just a dietary guideline but a philosophy that encourages moderation and self-restraint, qualities highly valued in Japanese culture. In a world where globalization threatens to erase cultural uniqueness, these dining rituals and traditions serve as a reminder of the diverse tapestry that forms our global society. They encourage us to pause and reflect on the simple act of eating, prompting us to consider its deeper, often overlooked, significance. So, the next time you sit down for a meal, perhaps ponder this. What does your dining habit say about you? And what can it teach you about the world you're a part of?
Thanks for watching, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.